Well, we are here at the conclusion of the Crim 10 mile in the Crim Festival of Races with the guy who won the first one. Steve, it's a privilege to talk to you. Steve Kenyon came all the way from England to participate in the 30th Crim celebration. Has it changed a little bit?
I was just remarking this morning to Greg Meyer that, 1977, 600 runners, and now it's, 8,000 in the 10-mile race alone. It's grown beyond all proportions. It was 19 years ago since I was last here, and it's grown even then. It's amazing.
Well, Steve, you won that first race. Then you ran 10 more altogether. What brought you back year after year?
The Crim race was always special to me. After the first year, I was aware that this is something different, and I won the first one. I got invited back for the second one, and then when I won again in '82, set the course record. It was a very, very special race, and every time August came round, I was praying that I wouldn't get injured, and I was healthy and in good shape. One year I couldn't get back because I was injured, so it was 2 years before I could get back here, and I was really depressed about that, but I've got 9 happy years of running here. It's been great.
Well, Steve, how did running the Crim affect your career?
It was a stepping stone for me personally. It had a big effect on me, as I said, for all the good reasons, not just the running, but the friends I've made here, the friends I still have here, and the new friends I've made this weekend since I've been back. It's on a personal level, it's had a profound effect.
Well, Steve, thank you so much for coming all the way back to help us celebrate the Crim 30th, and we look forward to see you in 40th, whatever.
I hope to be back. Yeah, if you ever want me, just call me and I'll be here. Thank you.
When I was first invited here, I remember meeting Lois and Bobby, and I thought I was going to win the race.
What brought you back after all these years?
Greg Meyer. Well, the Crim started when the whole thing of road racing was just getting started, and I think there was a vision that Bobby had, and supported by a great staff of people. I remember meeting and with his marketing staff and coming up with ideas of how they could make it a bigger and better event for Special Olympics and the community of Flint. I just wanted to come back. I'm happy to hear that it's going strong after all these years, and that it motivates people to get out and get fit and get a goal for themselves. And so I'm really happy to be here as a guest, and I'm going to participate in the 5K, not the 10-miler. Right?
Like everyone else, it was a personal connection to Crim. When I first got here, actually 1978, this was one of my first major road races ever. And it was meeting Lois and Bobby and making a lifelong friend. And it's that kind of friendship that brings people back. That's what I found was unique to our sport, is you made friends. Athletically, it's special to me because this was the first major road race I ever won. But beyond that, and a lot of people don't realize this, but Bobby and Lois had a lot to do with basically opening the sport up to everybody. It's a long drawn out thing, but there used to be a thing called the contamination rule, pros versus amateurs. That got broken here because Bobby and Lois made a decision that allowed Herb and I, who had accepted prize money, to race and say everybody is welcome here. It changed the sport, and it's why now anybody's open to go to the Olympics. That happened here.
I was very disappointed that year that somebody said that, hey, if you run this race, there's such a body in the field, you've got to be, to use that word contaminated, which is the word I don't like, but and I think Nick Rose was here as well, and we both decided not to run. But by that time, the race had come to mean so much to me that I was really upset about the decision. So I decided to actually run the course on my own before the race, all the way around, going down Saginaw Street and finish. Looking back, it was quite silly, a bit of a one-man protest, but hey, these things happen. There's water under the bridge now. I came back in '82, determined to do better, and I won that year, so I was happy.
What possessed you to think you could get on the phone and get these kind of names to show up in 1977?
Well, it didn't possess me, it possessed Lois Gray. I think we can get some national runners, some recognized runners, and make this a race that's more nationally recognized. Of course, later on she says, well, I think we can get some international runners too. Lois was the brains behind this all. I had a vision to start a race, and then here come Lois and kept saying, let's do something else, let's do something else.
Okay. So what made you think you could do that?
I really didn't know any better. I think I spent the most afternoon of my life in Bill Rogers' running store in Boston, where I watched Bill coming in too tired to talk to me, Patty Lyons come in too tired to talk to me, Jody Benoit coming in too tired to talk, and after an entire afternoon, they just got worn out and they came in. Bless their hearts.
We have here the top Michigan runner at the Crim Festival of Races 10 Mile, Dot McMahan. Dot, it was really fun watching you come in across those bricks. Tell us about your race today.
I went on a little bit conservative first couple miles, and once I got to the hills, it seemed pretty easy to pass people, and so it kind of gets you going. And before I knew it, I was clicking off a pretty good pace, and I reeled in Denisa. She's usually one of the top Michigan women out there, and I knew that coming into the race, so when I saw her, I knew I was in a good position.
Do you remember the time?
About 59:20.
Woo! That's great. That's something to shoot for.
Crim is something that I've wanted to do for a long time. I grew up in Wisconsin, and I've heard about Crim for years, but never made the trip over. So I was disappointed when I couldn't do it last year. So I was very happy and excited to do it this year.
So this is your first one?
This is my first Crim.
Oh, what did you think of the course?
I didn't think it was that bad. I think a lot of people make it seem like it's awful, and it really isn't. It isn't that bad. So
I think it has a lot to do with your attitude toward hills.
Perhaps.
Yeah. And you've gotten faster this year, haven't you?
Yes, I have. Yeah. It's been good. I think training for the marathon's been going really well. So.
Well, it's been great to have you in Michigan. We look forward to seeing you doing really well in Chicago. Thank you for talking with us.
Thank you.